Hey guys, Shane here with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at, I want to walk through how to install the etrailer.com's 7-way RV connector. Cable is going to be 6 foot long, so it's going to give us plenty of length to get connected to our vehicle. The plug-in, this is going to make it easy to connect and disconnect from the plug on your vehicle. You'll notice the tab here. On your lid, on your plug, it's going to have a little tab that hangs down, and what that does is it locks this plug or this wire into your plug so it doesn't accidentally come disconnected while you're traveling or while you're pulling your trailer. You'll notice these 2 wings here. This is to give you an easy grip with 2 fingers to disconnect your wiring out of your plug so you don't have to grab onto the actual wires themselves. So our 7-pole plug is going to give us all of our proper lighting functions: brake signals, turn signals, running lights. It's going to give us a reverse light circuit or reverse light wire. It's going to give us a ground. It's also going to give us a power wire or 12-volt lead. So if you have a battery on your trailer, you can run, or you have a 12-volt power coming from your vehicle, you can actually trickle charge your battery through the plug. With this wiring, we're going to have a flexible molded wiring cover, and it's going to cover all the 7 wires. And what it's designed to do is designed to not only insulate the wiring, but also protect it from the elements. So we don't have to worry about it getting damaged. But you'll see, even with as thick as it is, it's still flexible and makes it very easy to make your connections. The kit is, or the harness is going to come with instructions to tell you what color wire does what function. One thing I will recommend, if you're reinstalling or putting on a new plug and you don't have one, get etrailer.com's junction box. The junction box makes it easy when connecting a 7-pole plug with your wires going to the back of the trailer, because it keeps them separate so that if you have an issue between anything, that you can just disconnect that wire, replace that wire. You don't have to mess with any of the other wires. You don't have to do any cutting and splicing or all of that kind of stuff. So you can find that here at etrailer.com. Nice thing about it is, on the pins on that box, they're going to match color for color on this plug. So it makes it very easy to connect. It's going to come with the ring terminals also. So if you put your 7-pole plug on, each colored wire you put on a ring terminal and connect it to that colored post. Now that we've gone through some of the features, let's walk you through how to get it installed on the etrailer.com junction box. So now we got all of our wires that they had previously on here put in place. Now we're going to put our 7-pole plug in. Your box is going to come with new ring terminals to install on each of your wires. I'm going to come in and strip all these off. I'll add on a ring terminal to each one, and then we'll start making our connections to the box. Go ahead and throw this guy on. Keep adding on ring terminals to the end of our wires. What you can do is you can get this in here so that you can cut your wires a little bit short or more towards it, so you don't have a bunch of wires curled up inside of there, which I may do. I know this white one has got to go to ground, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one on since it's the right length. You can put on a flat washer. It's a small flat washer that comes in it in your kit, and the nut to hold it on. That takes care of that one. As I mentioned before, your 7-pole plug, make sure you read what color wire does what function, because it may not all be the same. In our case, blue wire is going to be brakes, brown wire is going to be right turn, red wire is going to be left turn, our green wire is going to be our running light signal, yellow wire is going to be reverse light. We don't have reverse lights on here, so we won't be using the yellow one. So now we can cut each wire to size to fit it on the proper post, add our ring terminal, add them on the post, and then we can put our washer and the nut on. Once you get everything connected test it out and make sure it's working correctly. I actually found out that I made a mistake. My power and ground wire going back to my brakes, I hooked my black wire to the black post, which is 12 volt power. So if you do that, your brakes aren't going to work. It actually needs to run up here and go to the blue post from your 7-pole. So that's why it's a good idea to always test. And the nice thing is, with this box, something like that, each wire has its own ring terminal, so we just take it off and we move it to where it needs to go. Makes it easy if, you know, we have a problem with, again, our 7-pole that we replaced, or any of our wires running back here. We don't have to cut and splice a bunch of stuff together. We have a box here. We can just take off the wiring from the back, or whatever we need to, and install new stuff without having to mess with everything. That's going to do it for a look at etrailer.com's 7-way RV connector.